Okay, this is Grammar Explanation 7.6 on page 186, and it's using past continuous with a while clause. Remember that a clause is a group of words inside a longer sentence, and the clause has its own subject and its own verb. So a clause is like a sentence inside of a longer sentence. Okay, here are examples of the past continuous with a while clause. While Einstein was living in Switzerland, he developed his theory of relativity. Okay, we use the past continuous with the simple past in the same sentence to show the relationship of a longer past action to a shorter past action. And we use while plus the past continuous in the clause with the longer action. We use the simple past in the clause with the shorter action. So in this sentence, while Einstein was living in Switzerland, this was a longer action than he developed his theory of relativity. Maybe this took 5 or 6 years, and maybe this only took a shorter time, 2 or 3 years. While Einstein was traveling outside of Germany, the Nazis came to power. The was traveling took a longer time than the Nazis came to power. Okay. The past continuous with a while clause. Okay. We can use when or while with this kind of sentence. Einstein was living in the U.S. when he died. Okay. Or while he was living in the U.S., he wrote many papers. Okay. Here I'm using while for the past continuous longer action. Okay. And I'm using when with the simple past shorter action. This happened more suddenly than this one. Okay. This is a longer action with a shorter action. Okay. We can use when in place of while with a continuous action. So, when Einstein was living in Switzerland, he developed his theory. Or while Einstein was living in Switzerland, he developed his theory. Both of those are correct. But we cannot use while with an action that has no continuation, with something that did not continue over time. I cannot say Einstein was living in the U.S. while he died. I put 2 little stars here to show that it's wrong, that it's something we never say. Okay. However, the simple past form of be often has a continuous meaning. While Einstein was outside the country, the Nazis took his property. Okay, this was probably longer than this. This is something that happened inside of this time. Okay, sometimes we use the past continuous in 2 clauses if the 2 actions occurred at about the same time. So while Einstein was working in the patent office, he was thinking about his theory. Okay. Sometimes we use the simple past in 2 clauses if the 2 actions occurred at about the same time. New arrivals waited at Ellis Island while inspectors checked their documents. Okay.